Hello and welcome to your daily news and information update. Today's topic, the New York Fed. Stephen Friedman resigned his post as chairman of the New York Federal Reserve Bank on May 7th, after it was revealed that he had substantial holdings in government bailout recipient Goldman Sachs. The New York Fed was the committee which approved Goldman's request to become a commercial bank and thus become eligible to receive handouts from millions of American taxpayers. His involvement with Goldman Sachs as a member of its board of directors was a conflict of interests and blatant violation of Fed policy. Friedman said that he resigned so as to avoid the distraction which could have been cast over the entire Federal Reserve System if this news became a political scandal. Nonetheless, this still reveals an important facet of the American political system, which played a major part in our economic demise. This country has too many people in too many positions of power who have invested interests in the business community. Presidential candidates get substantial Wall Street campaign contributions, and almost all politicians have a propensity to serve in private spheres before, during, and after their time in public service. American politicians are simply too involved in the business sector. This tight involvement with businesses, particularly in the financial sector, is the reason we saw a rush to save banks, but a collective lethargy when it became apparent years ago that average Americans were drowning in overdue debt obligations. Our politicians happily dumped what could amount to $3 trillion into the financial and banking system, but they gave only a few billion to U.S. automakers who employ millions of Americans. GM, Ford, and Chrysler were brought to Washington and scolded for falling behind the times, but only a handful of already disgraced financiers had to walk the same gauntlet. The administration put strict caps on automakers, and their executives agreed to $1 annual salaries. At the same time, bankers were allowed to mull over their compensation until well into the new year, thus guaranteeing multi-million-dollar payouts for 2008. Nearly every member of the Washington political elite seems to think that the best interests of Wall Street are the best interests of this country. With the resignation of Chairman Friedman, it becomes obvious why this belief exists. We need a government which works for the best interests of every citizen and member of society, not just a select and fortunate few. On behalf of concerned citizens, I'm Craig Harrington. For more on this and other related topics, please tune in daily to economyincrisis.org.
What is to become of us? Why are we oblivious, spiraling down and out of control? Better start yelling out, America is selling out, factories, industries, heart and soul.